You can't do a Batman fight without Batman gadgets, and him disarming all the guns is an essential part of Batman's lore. There's absolutely zero judo used. He's just doing standard choreography action, which is punch, punch, flip, kick. Oh, Robert Pattinson Batman. He was a vampire and he's Batman. That's awesome. Man, it's really hard not to compare DC to Marvel, but how can you not? Hey guys, my name is Noah Flater. I'm an actor and martial artist, and today we are reviewing a ton of DC fights. I'm excited, let's watch. Okay, Batman vs Superman warehouse fight. This fight was iconic when it came out. I could be wrong, but I think the choreographer that designed this fight was Damon Carl, who trained at the Inosanto Academy for many years and also was training partners with my old instructor, Mike Wise. Damon also is really well known for his work on 300. I could be quoting the wrong person for the fight sequence here, but I'm pretty sure he was the choreographer. You can't do a Batman fight without Batman gadgets, and him disarming all the guns is an essential part of Batman's lore. Nice, cool throw. This is Batman, Ben Affleck Batman, right? Yeah, okay. Got my team behind camera making sure. The reason I ask, I'm just double checking, it's been a while since I've watched this. My favorite renditions of Batman are the Japanese influenced Batman. And what I mean by that is when, oh, there's Lateef Crowder. I forget he was in this. He was also in Twilight. He also was the Mandalorian in Mando. He was the guy in the actual suit the whole show. Great performer. So Batman's lore on where most of his training comes from is the League of Shadows. And it's essentially a group of ninjas. And he learns the art of ninjutsu, right? And like a variation of that. I like that Batman is a heavier, stronger build. I would have liked, imagine if Batman had Rayona's style Kenshin movement. And I'm not saying sword work, but just the way that he was able to move in his fights would play a little bit more to the mystery of how Batman's supposed to lurk in the shadows and fight. So a lot of the inspiration that I'm talking about comes from the animated show Batman Ninja. You really get to see Batman move in a complete different light, and that would be really fun to explore in a live action. I think it would make Batman very dynamic because I think we've only really seen Batman move, I'd say like an intelligent brute. That's really all we've ever seen live action. And I know from all the animated and comic books, he has a ninja-esque background. So why don't we make a move like that? Just food for thought, but I don't think, I say Ben Affleck Batman and I double check because I don't think Ben Affleck build would necessarily lean towards that style. If I was a choreographer, I was involved in the creative and I see Ben Affleck, I'm like, we either need to change his build, change his look, or I need to build movements that complement the way he already looks. You know, to each their own. Oh, Robert Pattinson Batman. Vicious, vicious.
I'm vengeance.
I'm vengeance. Love it. He was a vampire and he's Batman. That's awesome. Yeah, again, I'm not seeing anything too different. Very similar styles of choreography. I think they really focused on, I don't want to say Krav Maga, but like more direct combat, where it's block, hit to the throat, choke them out, throw them away. Very much catered to the self-defense aspect of being as direct and efficient as possible. I still lean towards wanting to see Ninja Batman. Okay, this is Peacemaker Vigilante versus Judo Master. So I'm expecting to see some throws here. Camera's a bit chaotic. It was hard to see those movements clean.
What's Kiai?
It's a martial arts term. It means convergence of energy.
Judo master.
That's awesome. I love the little definition. Kiai. Conversion of energy. This is Judo Man? Okay, Judo Man is not throwing any judo at all. Should have got Ronda Rousey in here to help choreograph this sequence. There was kind of a throw. There's absolutely zero judo used. I know for sure they don't headbutt someone's nuts in judo. He's just doing standard choreography action, which is punch, punch, flip, kick.
No, fuck this. No way. It's over.
He
You
said,
won.
fuck this. Yeah, I don't know if he's not supposed to use judo, but why call him Judo Man? Why don't you just call him Karate Man or something else? I don't know. Okay, next is Blue Beetle. If you guys have watched any of the animated DC shows, they're awesome. And Young Justice has Blue Beetle. I absolutely love Young Justice. I am a huge animated DC fan. It's been a little bit since I've watched them, but I've binged everything. And I don't know why the Blue Beetle movie didn't do well. His costume reminds me of like Super Sentai. Like Kamen Rider, OG Rangers. Man, it's really hard not to compare DC to Marvel, but how can you not? What really makes the difference is not just the choreography, it's the camera movement. It's the camera shows the audience how to think and feel, right?
Get him off of me! With pleasure.
And Marvel does such a great job of different styles of camera movement per superhero, where this, I hate to say it, it's shot like a TV show, which shouldn't be an insult to TV, but you know, you're doing a movie that's opening up in theaters, like make it feel like a movie, shoot it like a movie. And I think Marvel does a great job of that, is that they shoot their stuff like it's a big movie, because it is. It was very much shot like a TV show, so it felt very flat, and I don't think it's really the choreography, because if I say, okay, it's the choreography, what would I have done differently? I really don't know, but I look at the camera and I'm like, oh, there's a lot more I would do that's completely different. But you're also in a hallway, so you're limited with space. If you look at the hallway, you can go Daredevil, and they did something really, really interesting with 2 doors in 1 hallway. Okay, speaking of TV, let's actually show something that was for TV. We're watching the Arrow now. Okay. This looks better than Blue Beetle already right away. It's high energy, it feels chaotic. Those light flickers add a lot too. But see how the camera pans down with certain movements? Like he does a low kick, camera goes down with them, comes back up. So that means that this cam operator is extremely familiar with choreography and movement. The audio design is really good. I can feel like when the arrows are hitting, I can hear the metal of how they're landing, which makes it feel even deadlier. And not to say that all network TV is bad, because that was actually really good, but the standard is that most network shows don't shoot action. They also don't have a ton of time to rehearse choreography, previs their action. And how often do they shoot action on a TV show? Most shows, not too often. And more importantly, I think most cam operators and choreographers are on the feature side and less on the TV side. So the quality is very different in who you're able to hire too, I believe. I love that, just watching the environment just completely ripple and fall down. He's doing all, like, this is a crazy oneer. Small complaint is that the Green Arrow's very dark. The environment's dark, but I would have planned to have the light on him. We want to see our hero a bit more. I get that he's this hooded, cloaked figure. Very, very minor note is that that whole sequence was purely about the choreography. I think a few moments of inserts where, you know, I don't know, again, the easy one, the classic one, is that you punch on his face and you get to see his emotion in that one moment. We didn't get any of that. Still, great sequence. All right, now we're doing another Arrow sequence here. Season 7, Episode 7. Michael Jai White, let's go. Dude, Mike has this iconic way of fighting. He loves to stand tall when he fights. He does his movement, then goes back to being strong and composed. And he looks freaking huge compared to everybody else. Did you just knee that dude into the wall? Loves his front kicks. He's a big dude. You know, we have a movie with Mike coming out this coming year called Trouble Man. Our very own Theodore Park on our team got to play my brother alongside me, Fang and Lung, against Mike, and Mike is a big guy, so he's about 6'1", usually sits around 230. For the movie we did, he dropped down to 215, he said. But he looks big in this, so being that big and going through everybody with these powerful hits, yeah, he looks good, he looks strong. And also having the right team that can make you look good is everything. That was awesome. Mike has a very, you know, the more I'm thinking about it, he looks comfortable fighting. Like everybody else moves very chaotic because it's a fight, so everyone's going ba 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 ba, going through it quick, high energy. Mike looks really calm when he fights, which can say a lot about the character, and there are very few people that look good being calm while fighting because there's still an energy and a tone to holding that intensity but moving with intention. It's a really hard thing to do. It's a complete different style we don't often see, but you already know the big guy that's calm fighting, that's a different level of scary. That's his style that he's trained, and I know for sure he likes doing it that way. If I was the camera team, I would have capitalized that a little bit more. I don't know how, but it would be really cool to feel that energy a bit more. Very, very fun. Overall, my big takeaway is I would love to see more Batman Ninja in the future. If it's casted with the right person, they have that energy that they can lean towards that direction and the build fits that. I think that would be a very cool thing to explore, and I'm not saying make it super Japanese. It's just like we've never seen Batman move linearly sideways. We've never seen him move here. We always see him just go straight through the wall. And I feel like that's a Superman thing. So I really hope that we get to see a little bit more from the DC universe. Honestly, better cam operators. I think a team that understands how to build and shoot this style choreography is a whole other level. Aside from that, the performers look great. I'm excited. If there's more that you guys want me to review, please comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to train with us online, you can visit my website at osfilms.com and get started today. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take it easy.